Hey viewers and viewers, my name is General Red Strategist and welcome back to The Forgotten City, episode 5. So we're here in the abandoned palace, searching for Navia. We actually found our way in here, so it was funny because last episode, we talked to Decius, and at first I thought he'd fucked me over, but then it turned out by actually being fucked over by Decius, we found our way into here. So, task failed successfully? Question mark? Let's go. But now we've got this bow and arrow, and we've got all these frigging statue enemies. They're really weird. We have to sort of kill them, and they seem to be quite happy about the fact that I'm killing them. Never mind. That one was instantly taken out. There looks like there's another one behind. No, yeah. Just came out of nowhere then. Oh shit. God, there's a lot of you. Okay. Ooh. Get out. Take it, you bitches. Right. Oh shit. Crap. Christ. Get out of it. Oof. Am I actually killing them? Crap, he went over. I need to stagger them. It's actually doing damage to me. Right, you're dead. And so are you. Oh my lord. Jesus. It's horrible when you get a whole load of them, isn't it? Like that. Well, we're finding all these coin pouches as well, which is pretty good. Now also, I'm still wondering about aspects of the Golden Rule. Not to kind of labour the point a bit, but stealing this bow, or rather trading it, doesn't seem to have triggered any punishment just yet. And similarly, I'm wondering if killing technically is not against it either, because do these guys count or do they not? Who knows? Right, what are we looking for here? That probably doesn't open. That might do. No, it doesn't. We have to go around. Looks like it's going to be a big area, this. Is there something behind the tapestry? No. This one? Nope. Doing like Wolfenstein 3D. Oh god, hello. I see you up there, bud. Bonk. Get you. Are you just alone in here? Yep, you're down now. There may well be more of them. Chest. More fletched arrows for me. That's good. Yeah, the game's been pretty forgiving with arrows, hasn't it? It's given me so many of them. Clunk. There we go. I think we saw this area before, did we not? Interesting. Did we not see it like around a corner or something? Aha. Hello, hello, hello. You gonna look at me? Yes, you are. Of course you are. They always do. Oh. I'll take you. Wait, Jesus Christ. I don't know why that jump scared me, but it did. Hey. It's funny how some of them only take one shot. Maybe it's because I'm headshotting them or something. It's probably quite disrespectful to be kicking them like that. That guy's holding his hands. He's like, whoa, buddy. Watch out, we got a badass here. Who knows? Right. Navia, where are you? Slowly getting closer. We just got to get through and deal with as many of these foes as possible. So, this whole place is a real state. Everything's kind of destroyed. Wow. You're sitting on nothing there, buddy. Oh, is this Volume 3, maybe? I'll take the coin pouch, why not?
My beloved Galatea, my attempts at freeing these souls from their golden prisons have not been going to plan. My first charge was a Greek woman who I called Iodame after the Athenian turned to stone by Medusa. Drilling through the gold from the paste, I was vindicated by the discovery that beneath half an inch of gold, which is so rigid it must be some kind of alloy, was living flesh. Unfortunately, this golden alloy seems to have fused with the skin, so removing it exposed the sinew and muscle beneath and appeared to cause her great pain. At first, I braced myself, expecting that inflicting such pain would break the golden rule, and yet, somehow, it did not. It seems whichever god is responsible for imprisoning these poor souls does not care about their suffering at all. They are forsaken. Undeterred, I pressed on, working late into the night, attempting to remove the golden layer that encased her.
Oh, what a shot.
Eventually, I was able to free most of her body, but when I released her from her restraint, her first act was to lunge for my throat, clawing at me with all her strength in those sharp metal fangs. This was my thanks for trying to save her. Whatever possessed Iodame to attack, she was clearly not a suitable subject for my experiment, and I was forced to lock her inside an isolated wing of the palace and bar the door. As I continued working on others, I could hear her flailing and launching herself at the other side endlessly. Regrettably, my other experiments bore similar results, and after relocating a few times, most of the palace is now too dangerous to work in. Still, as much as my heart aches to know that you're suffering, I cannot risk attempting to undo you yet. Not until I have perfected a method that will bring you back to me, whole in both mind and body, and ensuring your humanity is preserved. I promise you this. One day we will be together, even if I have to free every last statue in this god's forsaken place.
About that, I think I've kind of just killed a load of them. I don't think you're going to. I've probably killed Iodame already, haven't I? Probably screwed things up for you, Navia, just saying. Wow, look at them all just hanging out here, hoping for the best. So they're all technically still alive. That's the scary thing, isn't it? Oh my god, there's a lot of them. Kind of reminds me a little bit of this, of Doorways Chapter 2. That's a game I played fucking years ago. But it's like sections like this with statues in like long hallways, or like twisted and in pain. Very sinister. Navia, are you in here? Well, you got that rack there. Oh god, are you Iodame? Do you want to die? Oh god. Oh, well, cutscene. Are you... Yeah, are you the one who's talking to me? Okay, couldn't really tell what you were saying there. Uh-oh. She's warning me. Crap. Oh. Navia, is that you? Looking a bit worse for wear.
And you must be the wretched snake who broke into my palace and disturbed my experiments. And, worst of all...
Killed a load of them.
Look at what you made me do to her. This never would have happened if you just stayed away. You're going to pay for that.
No, I'm going to goldify you. If you attack me, we'll both end up encased in gold. There's nothing to do with me. Good luck with that draw golden bow. This could be an interesting experiment. If you attack me, we'll both end up encased in gold. Nothing to do with me. Oh, I'm tempted to go either the top one or the bottom one. Should I try and warn her off first, before we just go straight to combat?
And you think I care about that? I don't care what happens to me, as long as you get what you deserve.
Fine.
You think you can bring me down with your little wooden arrows before I jam this blade into your throat?
Yeah, they're not just little wooden arrows, though. I'm not going to kill you. I'm going to imprison you in gold like the others. It's not too late to walk away. Threaten?
What? How? That's impossible. You're trying to intimidate me.
This golden bow is the weapon that encases people in gold. You're wrong, this is what you deserve, Navia. What do we want to say? Should we try and avoid combat for now?
Liar.
I can demonstrate on Galatea if I have to. Allow me to demonstrate on you.
Really?
Okay, that actually might have worked in our favour.
If you can undo this mess, I'll give you the key to my old medical chest in the Shrine of Apollo. I imagine it would help Lucretia ease the suffering of those still in the city. But if you're lying to me, I'll break the golden rule and kill you and everyone else in this city. Understood?
Alright, stand back, I mean. That's quite a threat, but... No, you're not the one who's going to break the golden rule. You might do, but you're not the one who's going to. Very well. Galatea, that's you, is it? Can we still talk to you? Oh, I think we just have to do it.
You did it. You took away her pain. I don't know what to say. Thank you. Thank you. I swear I will never harm her again. I swear it. I'll stay
There's a sudden turnabout.
These poor souls. What can be done for them? I've tried everything I can. I fear the only one capable of releasing them properly is whichever god doomed them in the first place. In any case, I must honor our bargain.
Medical supplies,
Here's
please.
the key I promised you. It opens a chest in the Shrine of Apollo. I believe there are a few things in there which may be useful to Lucretia.
Cool, we got that. Also, Quitia is still probably waiting at the bats for me. She's probably, like, you know, I was about to say telling it a wristwatch. Her metaphorical wristwatch. Thinking, where the hell is he?
Now,
Okay.
please leave. The door here leads out onto the palace balcony. You should be able to make your way down from there.
Goodbye, Navia.
Go. And never return.
What, not even for a little visit? A little cup of tea? Something like that? You know anything of that kind, do you? Oh, better put that away, actually. Right, so we've done this. Also, I do apologise if you can hear the sound of a fan in my room. That's because you are indeed hearing one. It's very hot here in the UK at the moment, very warm. And the problem is it gets sweltering in my apartment sometimes. So naturally, just got to put a fan on to keep cool and all that. And you'll probably hear me sipping bits of water as well. Much like I was doing actually, I think, in the last episode, come to think of it. But, alright. Well, at least it's a simple way out by the looks of it. Oh, look at that. Oh, we can just rappel down here with this. Okay. Oh, there we go. Galerius, was that you who I just saw? Yes, it is.
Salve again, friend. I went and did as you asked, and it worked.
Saved Fabia.
How is it possible that you've just arrived here and you already know everyone and exactly what's about to happen to them?
I'm reliving the same day over and over again. You'd never believe me, I told you. I don't know. He probably will be open now to the idea of us just being honest.
You're toying with me, right? Wait, you're not kidding, are you? That's the only way you
No,
could have
James
known.
Galerius.
You're a bit like... Oh, what was his name?
The other guy who came before me.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
never
the one.
mind.
Old King Sisyphus.
Like Sisyphus? How so? Remind me who that is. I've heard the name, I forget who it is.
Sisyphus was a Greek king a long time ago. For daring to think he could outsmart the gods, he was given a terrible punishment. He was forced to push a great boulder.
Oh, I was talking about this last episode.
Only, just as it reached the top, it would roll all
Except
the way
I confused
down
it for
to the bottom,
Prometheus.
forcing him to start over and over and over again for all eternity. Just like you. Actually, now that I think about it, there are a bunch of old stories about the gods punishing people by making them do the same futile
I'm not
task
punished.
over and over.
Am I?
Angelus was made to grasp at fruit on a tree he could never quite reach. The Pleiades had to keep fetching water in a sieve. Oh, and Ixion was strapped to a wheel.
Are we going
round
somewhere with
and
this,
round
Galerius?
forever. But on the bright side, at least you're not stuck in the underworld like they all were. Anyway, I don't know which god you managed to upset to get yourself into this position, friend, but you seem all right to me.
Okay, I was a bit worried about where you were going
I'll
with
keep
that.
doing whatever I can to help you, and you just focus on finding a way to break the cycle you're in.
Thanks, Galerius. You're a good man. I mean, both of these sound quite nice.
Oh, that's kind of you to say. Now, I'm going to keep your secret. Although, it's not as if I'll remember this next time we talk anyway, right?
Yeah, we're probably going to
And
go
if
through a
our
few cycles of this,
conversations
aren't
ever
we?
start to annoy you, just tell me you're busy. I know when I'm not wanted. May fortune smile on you, friend.
Anything else you want to say? No? Whoa. God, I thought I was saying that got real dark, didn't it? Right, what we need to do is sort out Lucretia, which was... that's the Shrine of Apollo... Oh, wait, Shrine of Apollo. Hang on. Lucretia was in here. I talk to you... Which was the Shrine of Apollo again?
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is
Oh
dying?
yeah, she don't remember
She's
who I am, of
poisoned.
course.
She needs the resin of a plant called Sylphium, but that Culus cumbulatus decius won't give it to me.
I'm sorry, I wish I could help. Oh, I didn't actually click it. Oh,
It's
I
too
did.
late. She just slipped away.
I was hoping to chat. Should I come back later?
No, now is fine. I can't afford to wallow here, and I need the distraction. What's on your mind?
Oh, never mind. We've already seen all that.
Well, come back if you get sick or injured.
I was just
Day or
wondering if
night,
maybe there was any
I'll
new
do what I
dialogue.
can.
But I think we need to find the Shrine of Apollo first. Decius! I'm coming for you, buddy. Wherever you're at, I got a bow with your fucking name on it, bitch. Is this the Shrine of Apollo? No, this is the one that... No, that's the one he locked me in. Hang on, where the fuck was the Shrine of Apollo? I've completely forgotten. Georgios.
A fellow traveler from a faraway land.
Yes, yes, don't you worry. Who are you?
Sometimes I stare
Oh, wait a minute.
on the bluff, and I think, whatever is in there, it has to be important.
We've heard your name. Someone thinks you're going to lie or commit a sin. Let's talk to him.
Ah, a new face. Salve, and welcome to a little community. My name's impossible to pronounce for most people, so you can just call me Virgil. You arrived on a sad day, friend. What with Julia's death?
Oh,
I wish we could have met under better circumstances.
why am I confusing Yulia with someone else? I noticed the graffiti. Why does someone think you're a sinner? Let's just talk.
Well, I'm an architect. Or at least I was back in Rome. That's probably too grandiose a term to describe what I do here. Help out with repairs and try to stop old buildings from collapsing on people. That kind of thing. But you probably don't want to hear about the ingenious architecture or mysterious history of this place.
I'm sure it'd be interesting. Well, I can actually ask, okay. I mean, he's interested in the temple up on the bluff, so maybe that's something we would be particularly interested in. City's history.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Some of these shrines were constructed hundreds of years ago, which means Romans have been arriving here for at least that long. But there's one thing that puzzles me. The oldest shrine in this avenue isn't Roman at all. It's Greek.
Okay, what does that mean? Isn't it common for Romans to copy Greek art and architecture? True.
Well, yes, that could be the reason. Or it could mean that there were Greeks living
Yeah,
and
that
worshipping
too.
here before the Romans arrived. Which begs
Where
the
are they?
interesting question,
I suppose.
who really built this place? And
Oh, well, that
could it
too,
be
yeah.
far older than any of us imagine? If only there was a way we could talk to the people who came here before us. The stories they could tell.
Tell me about the city's architecture, then.
Gladly. Personally, my favorite thing about this place is the aqueducts. Those series of adjoining arches. They're an ingenious feat of Roman engineering with a very practical purpose. They take fresh water coming from outside the city and distribute it all across the chasm. It's funneled below the palace and into a cistern beneath the great temple. Some of it flows down into another cistern beneath the villas, and the rest is funneled to the shrine of Proserpina, where it fills the lake and allows us to fish and farm.
Yeah. You know, people in ancient times were a lot cleverer sometimes than we give them credit for. They really were. If they bring more into the city, could we use them to escape?
Hey, not so loud. Just talking about that could anger the gods for all we know. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you'd have to find a way inside somehow. Just, please, try to be a bit more discreet about it.
Figure out how to get into the upper cistern. Tell me about the temple up on the bluff.
You mean the Great Temple? This one's a bit of a mystery. Given the way it's positioned so prominently, looking down on us, it's clear that whoever built it felt it was the most important temple in the city. Unfortunately, someone else went out of their way to keep its purpose a mystery. You see, usually a temple is dedicated to a particular god, like Proserpina or Diana or Apollo. Usually, that god is obvious. But in this case, it's unknown. There's an obelisk out the front, which probably used to bear the name of this unknown god. But it appears some barbarian defaced it. And of course we can't get inside because it's locked up tighter than the Temple of Saturn in Rome. And that contains the treasury. So we're all left wondering, which god is that temple dedicated to? And could it be the one responsible for the Golden Rule? Unless somebody figures out a way inside, I suppose we'll never know.
Well, I suppose it'll fall on me to find out, won't it?
Of course.
Okay, do you know a way out of it? We kind of asked that before, but...
You wouldn't believe how often the new ones ask that question. But I tell you the same thing I tell everyone else. There are much worse places to live out your days. You might have a few sleepless nights thinking about the golden rule, but once you get used to the fear, knowing that a single slip-up could cost you everything, it's not too bad. Nothing new to me, anyway.
What do you mean about that? Nothing new to you?
Oh, I just mean I grew up in the Batavi tribe, far to the north in Noviomagus, and learned to expect a bit of hostility. They weren't nearly as tolerant as the Romans.
I was going to say, you sound Germanic, so a lot of Romans would probably think you're a barbarian. What do you think about the Golden Rule?
Some people say it's divine, the work of a god, but I'm not so sure. It just seems so flawed to me. Like it's distinctly human. I mean, once you've been here long enough, you'll notice people doing things that just seem so wrong to you. But this so-called god doesn't seem to care, which means one of two things. Either you don't know the difference between right and wrong, or this unknown god doesn't. And I'm pretty sure I know the difference. Do you?
Well, I think so, yes. I hope so.
Good. Then I hope you'll agree that there are only two ways of dealing with unfair rulers.
Wait, where are you going with this?
The first is to leave. The second is to remove the ruler from power.
Are you suggesting the overthrow of Sentius?
Leaving may not be an option.
How do you remove a god from power? That's dangerous talk. Kind of curious to see what happens if we go with the middle one. Go on.
Good question. It's best if I say no more, but I hope you'll give it some thought.
Is that all you can say? I noticed the graffiti. Why does someone think you're a sinner?
Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. Somebody just has a problem with my preference for male company.
I see. You like men?
Hey, nothing gets by you, huh? Sorry,
Yeah, I'm
that was
Captain
mean.
Obvious.
Yes, I like men. And when you grow up in the north, as I did, in the city of Noviomagus, you expect a bit of hostility. The Batavi are not known for their tolerance. I saw enough friends killed or driven away to know the cost of not keeping your personal affairs to yourself. So I hid who I was for, what was it, nearly 10 years? Watching what I said and where I looked. But that kind of fear eats away at you slowly, until living isn't any better than the thing you were afraid of. Needless to say, since I'm now living underground, halfway across the known world, with an assumed name, my openness didn't go down well among the enlightened folk of the Batavi.
I'm sorry to hear that. Go on.
In any case, the Romans are far more accepting, and among them, I get to be who I am. Or at least I thought that was the case. It seems I was wrong.
Do you know who's writing it?
It's not just graffiti. I have quite a collection of handwritten
Yeah, technically what
notes
we
too.
found was a handwritten
The
note.
strange thing is, I keep my personal affairs to myself. I've never really been interested in any of the men here. Not my type. So I'm not sure what I could have done to upset this person. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably one of those cultists.
What is your type exactly? Cultists?
Strange bunch. They insist there's only one god, and that he considers my nature a sin. Can you believe that? If there are any of them here, they won't admit it. Not since they supposedly burnt down half of Rome last year and went into hiding. All I know is if these threats keep escalating, eventually my secret admirer is going to cross a line and break the golden rule.
Your secret admirer? Who might that be? Someone who'd break the golden rule.
What? Really? I didn't expect that. But thanks. It's always a pleasure to meet someone so selfless. I'm glad you arrived when you did. I'd start by figuring out who the cultists are. Or maybe ask around among the merchants here. Someone who lives or works in the forum must have seen something. But if you find them, please don't hurt or humiliate them. I suspect they're just confused.
Okay, we'll get right on it
Back
then.
and let me know what you find.
Might as well take it on. So, it's not necessarily him who's going to be the sinner. Could it be his admirer who will be the sinner? Who knows? Right, we still need to find Decius is apparently over there. Shrine of Apollo. Where the fuck was the Shrine of Apollo? I've completely forgotten. I wonder what's up there. Hello? Hello, hello, hello? Is this just like a back area? Oh. Georgius over there. Just put a couple of things actually on my radar, which is interesting. Curious. Very curious. Well, maybe... I don't know, where would the Shrine of Apollo be? It's a funny thing, it's like... He? Who's he? Who are you talking about? Georgius, since you're marked out here, let's talk to you.
And salutations.
For some reason it's got you marked.
Greetings. I'm Georgius.
Maybe because you know
It gladdens
something
me to see another foreigner in our midst.
about the cult?
We must stick together, you and I.
And I know you want to know where I'm from, but I really want to ask you some questions.
My friend, your words intrigue me more and more. But yes, very well. Ask me what you will.
Anyone? Any idea who's threatening Virgil? Okay.
This is troubling, is it not? I am afraid I have no idea. It is ridiculous though. Virgil is a fine man. But my young friend Fabia confided in me that she saw someone leaving graffiti on his sock
okay.
front last night. Perhaps you should ask her about it.
Okay.
I hope that
I mean, we've still got a bit of time for this episode. We could definitely do that. Fabia... We did see Fabia before, but has she disappeared? Oh no, she's there. Hello, hello, hello. Fabia!
Shiny.
What's shiny? Oh, hello. Looking a bit
Hello,
bewildered.
welcome. Need something?
What's your story? Do you know any ideas or any... Oh god, we could talk all these as well. Come on, let's do all that.
There's not much to tell. I mostly just bake bread and try to help out where I can.
How'd you end up here? Yes, let's
I suppose
ask.
it all started about 8 months ago. I was living in Rome with my family when I got sick. Terrible timing.
River?
My pa had just arranged a husband for me.
Memory lapses?
Fisherman's son. I was about to meet him for the first time when I came down with an awful fever. I spent the next week in bed. Pa paid priests to make offerings to Asclepius, a white rooster, then a goat. But nothing worked. In the end, they decided I'd do better outside the city. Clean air in the countryside would do me good, they said. But after about a day in a carriage on the Appian Way, I was getting worse, not better. I remember closing my eyes for a bit, and I guess I must have fell asleep, because when I opened them again, I was in a forest by a river. I suppose the driver took off with his fee and left me for dead. Can't say I blame him. I wouldn't have wanted to catch what I had either. Anyway, I went searching for help, stumbled across the trapdoor temple, and here I am.
We're all dead. Basically, that's what I'm going with. We're all in some kind of weird afterlife. We all died. Sorry to hear that, that's odd. Most of the others were in Rome before they woke up in the forest, but you're saying you were a day's ride away. Let's ask that.
Oh yeah, I suppose you're right. Hadn't really thought about it. But the gods are mysterious and powerful. Who knows what their plans are for us?
A fair question. Do you know a way out?
What? You've been here a few moments and you're desperate to get out already?
Hey, don't
Why
judge
not
me.
give the place a chance before you try to leave? Good people here. Galerius works hard on the farm so I can put food on our tables. And Lucretia tries to keep us healthy. My friend Georgius is always mending our clothes. And Virgil makes sure these old walls don't fall down around us. Well, he does his best. I'm just saying, there are worse places you could live out your days.
Like Blackpool. I don't belong here. Fair enough.
Well, I can tell from your funny accent you're not from around here, but that doesn't mean you don't belong, does it?
Alright, interesting way of looking at it. What do you think about the golden rule, Fabia?
Oh, I try not to worry about it. I mean, if people are nice to each other, we won't have anything to worry about, will we?
I like your optimism. Have you met people?
Thanks. And I like your teeth.
Okay.
So white. And your clothes. Oh, I bet my friend Georgius would like to get a look at you.
I like your
And I'm
teeth.
sure he'd love to chatter about the golden rule with you too. He'll be just across the forum in his shop.
Already been there, way ahead of you. Right, any idea who's threatening Virgil? Let's get to the point.
Terrible shame, that is. Maybe this'll help. Late last night, I was cleaning my oven when I heard some noises outside. The forum's usually dead quiet at that hour, so I came out to see what was going on. To be honest, I thought maybe poor old Dooley had got out of his cell and was snooping around again. So I
Dooley?
put my head out and saw someone in front of Virgil's shop. I couldn't tell who. It was too dark. I called out to them, but they just turned and ran off without a word. All I remember is they ran past a lit torch and the light glinted off something metallic. Armour, I think. So I suppose it could only be one of three people. Horatius, Domitius or Ulpius. I hope that helps.
I was about to say, yeah, there's like only 3 people I think we've met who wear armour, and it's them 3. Okay. It's interesting though that we could try and bluff Horatius before, but thanks, that does help. Okay, I'll be going now.
All right. Thanks again for taking care of our problem. I won't forget it.
Oh, thank you very much, Fabia, old girl. Right, I just need to friggin' work out where the bloody Shrine of Apollo was. I can't actually bloody remember where it was. Did they mention where it was before? Demetrius is down there. It wasn't upstairs by any chance, was it? Or was that? Yes. I hear you, strange whisper statue. You little oddity. Oh, inspect the fountain. Fountain producing fresh water which is coming from the aqueduct behind it. If water can enter the city via the aqueducts, perhaps there's also a way to escape through them. Potentially, who knows? Right, well, I'll probably have to wrap the episode up fairly soon, but for now, I'm trying to find out where this fucking Temple of Apollo is. Shrine of Apollo. It's not that one up there, any chance, is it? Is there a way across to that? Maybe if I go this way? Ooh. Statues. I was wondering what they were, or who they were, or something like that. There's a few things. Horatius, Demetrius. Horatius is apparently all the way over there for some reason. Right. Is this the Shrine of Apollo up here? Or is this just the temple that they were talking about before? God. Oh look, it's Sisyphus rolling his boulder up the hill. Speak of the devil, and he'll show up. Right, let's have a little explore. Oh, hello. Who are you?
Salve, friend.
Octavia.
I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far?
Okay, we'll talk to her. Fine, thanks. I'm feeling a bit on edge. Yeah, let's say that.
That's good, in a sense. If you're not on edge, you've not been paying attention. But on the bright side, once you've been here a few months, it's slightly less terrifying anyway. We've all been where you are now. I remember when I first arrived.
Are we going to get an opportunity to ask about the story?
Contemplating the big questions. Why am I here? Is there a way out? What is the Golden Rule, and who or what is responsible for it? I still don't have any of the answers, I'm afraid. I don't think anybody does. But I'm happy to share with you what I've learned.
Please, do so. And then we'll probably wrap the episode up.
Here, in this place, the magistrate has me earning my keep by cleaning and pruning the gardens. It's not quite how I expected my life to go. I used to live in a lovely villa on the banks of the Tiber. I was even betrothed to a handsome young man from a prominent family. But long hours of menial labour for the good of the community has its own charms too, I suppose.
How'd you end up here? Did you get to a river?
Oh, much the same way as many of the others. When the fires came to Rome, 7 months ago, my family and I fled for the Tiber, hoping to escape on a barge. We were among the fortunate ones with enough coins for passage, but unfortunately, there were a lot of desperate people, and they boarded before we could depart. A scuffle broke out, and I was pushed overboard. The last thing I remember was the water, rising up to hit my cheekbone. I woke up by the river, near that shrine, and stumbled across this place.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, that's all right. I'm sure it's all part of God's plan for me.
Let's hope so. God? Don't you mean the gods? That's actually an interesting question. Which god are you talking about?
Oh yes, of course. A slip of the tongue,
Interesting. Was that just a slip of the tongue?
if you like.
Was there something else? Do you know a way
I'm
out?
afraid not. Although, I did once hear someone gossiping down at Aurelia's tavern about a possible way out. I don't put a lot of stock in such rumours, but if you're desperate and wealthy, you could look into it, I suppose.
Well, I'm wealthy.
If that doesn't work, then I suppose we're all stuck here until God... the gods decide our fate.
Okay.
I hope it works out.
I guess it's another line of inquiry. What do you think about the Golden Rule?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. I think about those
Oh,
words.
sorry,
a lot.
my chair's creaking.
I'd like to think that if we all love our neighbours as ourselves and do to them as we'd have them do to us, then we'll all be fine. But on the other hand, I was always taught the intent of man's heart is evil from his youth, and that all of us are born with a tendency towards sin. And that's where I get stuck. Is it true? Are we born with a tendency towards sin?
I don't know about that. I don't think so. I think people are fundamentally good.
You don't think that's a little naive?
Well, we all have our own
I
experiences.
suppose you've never seen what I've seen.
True.
Innocent men and women, torn apart in arenas while thousands of Romans look on and cheer.
I stand by what I said. They're men and women. They're grown people, though. Were they born that way, or was it kind of the result of the culture they were born into? Fair point, perhaps you're right. I stand by what I said. I don't know, I feel like this is a bit standoffish, but at the same time I kind of want to say it and see what happens.
I wish I shared your faith.
Christian, I was wondering, with the whole God, not gods.
Please keep that to yourself. I know you're not from around here, but things are very difficult for us right now.
Is she the one
There
potentially
was
threatening
a terrible
Virgil?
fire in Rome last year, and our emperor
Well, no,
decided
no,
to
no,
make us
well-
his scapegoats. There were executions. It was horrible.
Because they said it was someone in armour. Secret's safe with me, but I wonder if she knows something, I don't know.
Oh, thank you. You have no idea how much I appreciate that.
Okay, I'll be going then.
Alright, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever... Oh no! No!
What?
No. Ulpius, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
What are we looking at?
Why?
I can't move the
Why
camera.
would you want that?
What are we looking at here? The screen just sort of weirdly zoomed in. I can't actually see who Ulpius is.
Things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Ulpius. Please just
Did
think
something
this through.
bug with the camera?
If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
If only we could hear his voice.
Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've never had to deal with this sort of thing. Please, you need to talk to him.
Alright, I'll talk to him. Do you really think a suicide would break the Golden Rule? Good luck with that, I'm out of here. Oh god, yeah, come here.
I don't know, but it's a crime for slaves to take their own lives. And a debt bondsman isn't far off.
Alright, I'll talk then.
Thank you. And please, choose your words carefully.
Okay, I guess we're not going to be wrapping up the episode just yet. Go on then, go ahead. Ulpius, can we talk? If only we could see where this dude is. I think something's bugged out here. I don't think it's supposed to be focused in this direction. I was just going to ask you what's wrong. I screwed up my life, that's what's wrong. I borrowed money and when I couldn't pay it back I wound up in debt bondage. Okay. For Malleolus, right. Can we pay off Malleolus? Oh, Scintilla?
Ulpius, no!
Did he jump? Shit! Oh. Ask him how Scintilla would feel.
I can't believe
If only we could actually see what was going on there.
Oh Lord. That poor lad.
Wait, so did he? Was that my fault? As soon as I didn't break the Golden Rule, what does that mean?
Well, I suppose it means suicide isn't a sin under the Golden Rule. So I guess that
the
means
camera's
whichever
being a bit
god is
weird.
responsible for it. It isn't mine.
Was that my fault?
That was not your fault. There's no way you could have given him what he wanted, moments after you arrived.
If only we had frigging seen it.
I'll have to let everyone know what happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess in his villa. It's of his own making, after all.
Okay, so suicide doesn't
And I'd
break the
best
rule.
pray for poor Ulpius.
Clearly. Right, well, hang on. He jumped. Didn't see a body. I don't see a body anywhere. She was sort of looking off down this side. Follow him? Well, we're going to have to do that in the next episode, ladies and gentlemen, because this one's gone on for quite a while. This is episode 5 of The Forgotten City, ladies and gentlemen. A lot going on there. Kind of got sidetracked massively. I've completely forgotten where the Shrine of Apollo is. They probably mentioned it earlier. I'm just kind of curious, though. Like, when you look at this, the old quests... I mean, that's all stuff that we've technically completed there. Obviously, this is everything we've got going on at the moment. I wish there was like a map. Is there not like a map in this game? If I press M or something? Doesn't seem to be. Oh, missing piece, something to inspect apparently. Well, we'll get to that actually in another episode. Maybe next episode or something like that. Okay, well, we've got plenty to investigate in due course. Oh, it's Demetrius down there. I thought it was a body for a second. Okay, we'll get there in due course. Join me in episode 6. 5. No, 6, sorry. God damn, fumbling my lines. Time to wrap up. Facebook and Twitter links down below, along with the links to my propagandist channel for anyone interested. If you enjoyed, a like is always appreciated. Old Octavia over there is running slowly, getting to where she needs to be. Yeah, I do wonder if maybe this game... Does this game not have like a map, so you can see where everything is? There probably is. I really just need to figure it out. I'll have to have a look at the controls. You can still see old Octavia down there, just running away. No, she's going over there, apparently. So where the hell was Vulpius, or Ulpius, or whatever he's called? I literally did not see him, because the camera just freaked out or something. It keeps telling me to jump. It wants me to go down there? I mean, we could try. Next episode. Join me for that, folks. Goodbye, everybody. Oh, what's down here? It's... what was that? Why would you do that? Oh! Oh! No! Oh, fuck that! Oh, no. You are not doing that to me! Oh, hell, do I go upstairs or downstairs? What do I do? Do I go upstairs? Is that the music or is that something wandering around? Oh, son of a fucking bitch.